We often complain, people complain about the government, about their parents being their problem, about the society, about the system. I don't know what you complain about that is limiting you to fulfill or do that which you're supposed to do without doing crime. Today, we are on the street with a wonderful young man, a graduate, doing something that will blow your mind. This is the Kaine Kranda show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So today we're on the street with, I'm not going to say his name. I always let people say and introduce themselves. So you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much
Yes.
for having me on your show, Kaine Kranda show, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So we want to know who you are.
Okay. My name is Ayo Ogumoroti. My brand name is Akara Ayo. So I fry, and I sell Akara for a living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your name is beautiful, yeah. Ayo itself, yeah. Because you have AY, it's yeah. Ayo, yeah. A lot of Ayos are. So now, tell us a little bit about yourself, because I found out that you were a graduate.
Okay.
So talk about that.
All right. I truly am a graduate. I graduated from prestigious University of Nigeria, Nsukka, UNN. That was in 2018. I did my compulsory youth service 2019-2020 in Bayelsa State. Then it was there I had a vision of starting Akara business. So I started frying Akara, started selling Akara as a CORPER, right? And then I was formerly a beautician. I do makeup, I tie gele, in fact I mix bridal hair, right? But during COVID, I just need to do something that will start bringing income, because food was the only thing government allowed during COVID. And then I have a loan that I must pay back. I was actually paying back the loan from my Halawi. So there was a need for me to deviate to another thing, since makeup was not working then. So that was how the dream of selling Akara came, and I embraced it. So I started, doing something by the roadside in Yenegoa, Opolo community, to be precise. So I started doing something, and then, people were patronizing with, I don't know, maybe with pity and passion of me being a CORPER. I want to go and eat Akara CORPER, and then gradually, I started seeing people queue up waiting for my Akara. Okay, I said, God, maybe this is the way. Because a lot of people, after NYSC, were back to 0 points. I started thinking, what is next for me to do? And then many of them will feel depressed, and then a lot will start thinking. A lot of them will start thinking, what can I do? Many will dabble into becoming a foreigner.
You've gone too far already. Oh, you've gone too far. In case you just joined us, this is going to be very interesting, because you could learn something out of this. Now, because I like to ask questions that could be in someone's mind.
Okay.
Now, you say you're owing. Now,
yeah.
What led that? What led you, or what brought about you getting the loan? And what was, and at what point, what year, what was the loan for? Okay,
it was 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. There was a loan called, it was a community loan called EA Fund. I'm from Ekiti State, and my village is, I won't call it a village, my city is Ifaki. So there is a loan scheme called EA Fund. It means Ifaki, Youth Empowerment Fund. So it was disbursed to Ifaki youth to start something. Those who have an handiwork already, to buy equipment and get themselves established. So as of that time, I was a beautician looking for how I could raise funds to start my makeup business. So I put in for the loan. So they gave me the loan. I think they gave me 200,000 naira. So I was able to buy my ring lights, my makeup kits, my other necessary things that I needed to kickstart my makeup business afresh. And then I was able to, get all those things. And I promise that I'm going to pay back regardless. It's a community loan. Many defaulted the loan, they didn't pay back, but because of my name, because then I was the student union president of that community. So there is a need for someone like me to pay back, because I was being put into consideration because of my stake within the community. So I think from my NYC Alawi, I started paying back 15,000 naira every month. Yes. 15,000 naira from 33,000. You know what I'm left with, and then I'd already put a lady in a marriage in a family way, right? Yeah,
another responsibility.
I'd already put a lady in a marriage in a family way, so there's a need for me to pay my loan and at the same time send to that lady. So because I don't want to be a failed father, so I just need to do something. So that was how that was exactly what I used the loan I collected for.
That's very good. Sorry, guys, we are going to be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We are on the street, and all the noise and everything is beautiful to have, to come to nature and actually have this natural sound. So you understand what that is. We've been chatting with Mr. Ayo, popularly known as Ayo Akara. Anyway, see, there's something that is touching my mind as you're talking.
Okay.
Few things though. I'm thinking in my mind that because of the loan that was given to you, that motivated you. That's what prompts, that's what brought the vision. Because, when you are in pain, you have to look for a doctor. So when you're owing,
right, you need to look for a means of paying back.
Exactly.
Right.
But in all of this, you're still responsible. So at what point in life do you take up the cap and see yourself as the model? Because normally people see government things as trash. Like, anyway, it's government. When they come tomorrow, I can pretend to be sick. When they come tomorrow, I won't pay after all. But you knew you were going to pay, and you were determined to pay. So two things. Was it the loan that motivated you to start your business, and the cap you wore? At what point did you realize that you are responsible?
Yeah, let me put it this way. The loan was part of it, but at the same time, I was when I was in the university, I was one of those university undergraduates who are busy advocating for children ignition. Now, when you neglect children, and then you don't have parents to cater for them, and then now the whole burden is on me. I have a lady who is carrying my baby, and then what am I bringing to the table to at least to give a lady at least an assurance that we are in this together, right? And at the same time, that loan, I said ab initio that it was a community loan.
Yeah.
If I default the loan, they won't be able to give to other set of people in the subsequent year, right? And then I have then placed myself in a position of sheltered some set of people dreams, all right? Because I was able to achieve something by what I got through the loan, right? And then, so if I'm not paying back, some will not get the loan. So there's a need for someone like me. I think if you are sane enough to sink in that direction, you want to pay back. And then that was the reason why I put all necessary effort in place to make sure I pay back. But a little wonder, it seemed as if God used the loan scheme as a way of putting me on the right path. That, okay, let me plant you here, so that when you see, through the loan, I got to realize I gained so many things. Earlier on, we were told the set of people in charge of the loan said, we are not going to pay you. We're not going to give each and every one of you the loan until you registered your business. All right? That we are going to pay to your business account. All right. So we started running here and there to register business. I did. So that was an error that occurred there. It was then I realized God was actually trying to put my foot on a culinary path. I sent a name that should be registered for me, SMS Beauty Concept. My nickname is Samaras, abbreviated SMS, right? So I sent the name SMS Beauty Concept. The person that registered the name made a mistake, registered SMS Food and Beauty Concept. I wasn't selling food, I was a makeup artist, all right? So when they gave me the certificate, I saw SMS Food and Beauty Concept. I was asking the man, I gave you SMS Beauty Concept. What was the need for the food? I'm not selling food. The man said it was a mistake, that I just need to take it like that. So I took because I cannot go back and change it again. So I took the name. I never knew God was planting my foot on a culinary path, that don't worry, maybe after your graduation, you're still going to sell food. Okay, today now, I'm no longer doing makeup again. So I'm into food business. So I think God knew where He's taking me to. So He has been planning even when I'm unaware.
Before you even planned.
You understand?
Yes.
So I would just say the loan I took put me on the right path.
That's a very good story. So, we all condemn the government. Some things like this are not, people don't actually talk about it. These are good things, because whoever was the leader or the governor of that time that brought this thing, because sometimes you hear these things, but people don't benefit from them. They just bring it on the media, so it looks like it's a scam.
Oh, okay. Let me expatiate on the loan.
Okay.
More. Okay. I said ab initio that I am from Ifaki, Ekiti. Okay. The loan is called Ifaki Youth Empowerment Fund. It's an idea of Ifaki sons and daughters who are, who God has already helped to assist others. They came together, they contributed together, that, okay, these young ones from our own village, what can we do to support them?
Yeah.
So they were the one who came together and brought that idea. It wasn't government.
Okay, it wasn't the government
initiatives.
Oh.
All right. So it was the initiatives from
individuals.
Individuals.
In the community.
Sons and daughters came together to say, we want to help our younger ones
to get to have a
dream. Yes, to have a dream.
Yes.
That was how EA fund was giving birth to.
Yeah, but in your community, I don't know, people still could do this, but make sure that the whatever is getting to the right people.
Yeah.
Because some people can have this vision and people are not benefiting from
Yes,
it.
yes.
They can just have like high service, because I've heard people, like some churches, some organizations, some what's it called? What do they call this? They're everywhere. NGOs.
NGOs.
They're everywhere. But sometimes you don't see people coming to testify. Actually, the result.
Yeah.
I was here, I was trained. This is you don't get to see a lot of this testimony. But I like the fact that you knew that if you breach, someone behind you.
Yeah.
Because many of us today are victims of that. It could be your friend. Some people come to borrow money or come to ask for help, and when they are giving, they don't come back to, and then someone else come and the person is deprived. Yes. Because somebody else has spoiled. So that alone makes you a very responsible person.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because no one was there to see your heart.
Yes.
But you were fighting. Even there was COVID. So many people use COVID as an excuse. Yes. Not to pay whatever they're supposed to do. Or but you were still responsible to want to pay back, and also for the unborn child. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Thank you for being there. This has been a wonderful chat, and we're still talking. We have to ask some few questions. We're talking to and with Ayo Akara. So now, will you say going to school is a scam? Because you are a graduate, and today you're not regretting doing Akara business. So will you say going to school was a waste of time for those that don't want to go to school today and they want to do business?
Okay, education has never been a waste. Either you are using your certificate for something or you are not using it. I think the 4 walls of school is beyond white collar job. There are so many things going to school will expose you to beyond you working in a firm or working in an office or being in a business partnership with someone. And then you see, even this one we are doing now, this show, for you to have me on your show now shows there's something you seen in me that makes me qualify for for coming to your show and say something. I think this might not be possible, you walking to one old mama beside the road frying akara, because there is something I am doing differently.
Yeah.
You understand? That makes you feel, let's hear from this guy.
Talking about differently. Now let's talk about your akara. Now, right. Why is your akara different?
Okay. Of course, I grew up seeing a divergent set of people selling akara. And whatever thing you want to do, study the environment, study how other people are doing it, and what can you do about it differently, because that will make you stand out
from the others.
That will make you a topic of every narration concerning that business. Whenever they want to say there's a guy selling akara somewhere, they must be able to say, I love his akara because his own akara is a blend of beans and coconut. It's not just ordinary beans, you understand? So that makes me stand out. Anybody can sell akara, anybody can decide to sell akara. But the way I am doing my own, you don't know it until I tutor you.
And then, do you tutor people?
No.
And then you wake up what time? And how do you do your akara?
I wake up very early in the morning. In fact, that is one of the main challenge. That's the main challenges in the business. Waking up very early to commence the preparation for the business. I woke up as early as 3 o'clock to start
every day
to
wash the akara.
To wash now.
And then you blend it.
Yes.
That morning you go out?
Yes. Blend it around 6:30.
Okay.
I started watching around 3. Then I will start breaking. After watching, I'll start breaking coconuts one after the other to start bringing them, to start, plugging them out of the shell.
Yes.
Watch them, take them to engine, blend them with the
Other
beans,
ingredients,
and then
yeah.
add other recipe, and. So by 6:30, maybe I'm done with that. Then I'll start coming down. Maybe by 7:30, I'm here. I'll start frying.
And you don't have anyone helping you throughout the process?
That very early in the morning, it's very hard to see someone that will come that very early to come and work with you. So you just need to take up the old tasks and start doing it.
And most of your Akara, I've been here for over 3 hours. People don't pay you money. How do they pay? They pay. How do they get the money paid to you?
Some paid in cash and some most people transfer to my business account. I prefer when you transfer to my account. Cash in bank is safer compared to cash at hand.
And most people just come and pick up.
Yes.
So how do they do that?
They've paid.
It's okay.
They've transferred already. They've paid.
Your Akara is actually special because when I came here, people just put over and they just pick their Akara and they just leave.
And go, yes.
Unlike the normal Akara, you have to go stand there.
Yes, it is not even hygienic to have a lot of people surrounding your place of your Akara spot.
Yes.
Some people don't really like it. So it's better they call, and once they're there, they pick the Akara and go immediately.
And you're always on the phone.
Yes.
But they say it's not safe to have your phone by your gas. Is that true?
Yes, in a confined environment, in an enclosed environment.
Okay.
Now here, you can receive call even when your gas is right beside you, because the gas is air and it's going with because here is not enclosed, it's an open place, so it has no.
Anyway, I've talked a lot. Let me actually test your Akara.
All right.
So this is your Akara. It is well packaged.
Yes.
And if someone sees this from afar, they'll think it's money.
Yeah.
Because it's brown.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, food is life and is wealth.
Yes.
So this is the Ayo's Akara. And then you have to seal it. How long can it be hot for? How long can it stay hot?
For 3 hours or more.
It will be hot like this?
Yes.
So how many is in here for this price?
10 balls.
10
for
balls.
500.
Wow. This has been wrapped for like 45 minutes now. And it's still very hot. So you can just buy this and go home.
Yes.
To take your pap.
Yes.
Your late breakfast. What's inside? Is it the coconut?
Yes.
You slice it inside?
We blended some with it. We blended some with the Akara. Then we decided to chop some, so that when you are biting the Akara, you bite coconut as well. The crispy sound gives some people a joy of biting the Akara.
Your Akara is like an office because you have time to start and time to close.
Yes.
And you close at 10.
Yes.
And once it's 10, Akara is finished.
Yes.
How do you program the Akara to stay to that time and it's finished?
Yes, I have. It is not that sometimes I stay beyond 10 o'clock, but it is advisable for customer to come before 10.
To get?
Yes, because you might not be lucky to get after 10 o'clock.
After 10, your Akara is closed. And then what time do you resume again?
Then I resume 5:30 in the evening time.
Same location?
No, another location.
Oh, I see. So you have two different people.
Yes, here is a formal environment, a formal location where you see more of the people working in the office, the CBN clinic staffs, the police staffs, then the CBN, the staff of the branch, the CBN branch, and then and then the CBN quarters around there. But the other area, the other location is for people coming out of Gariki market. When they are closed from the closing hour of the market, and they started buying Akara when they are going
home.
Yes.
So do you go home and make that, a new set of akara for
Yes,
that.
yes, for that.
So what time do you have to rest?
Immediately I close 10 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, I'm already on my way home. So I will sleep from 11:30 to around 2:30. Then I will commence working again.
Okay.
So, but in the afternoon time, I have people working for me.
Okay, for the afternoon.
Yes, who will come
People
and wash the
in.
beans and chop the coconut and then do other things.
You are a young boy, you are a young lady. Woke up will not pay you. Woke up will take from you. The money you make today might be the money that you will take to treat yourself tomorrow. 419 have chances. You're a young boy, you're a young lady. Don't say there's nothing to do. You know you have something else you can do. You're creative with your hands. Do it and be fulfilled, just like we have here today. It's been wonderful having you.
Thank you very much.
And it's been like, I am talking to you and I've learned a lot, seriously.
Thank you very much.
Because you're not just young, you're very, very respectful and very humble. Even with, because it takes a lot to be on the street, doing what you're doing without pride. Because, do you understand? People have come to know you just by following your heart. What word do you have to tell a young man or a young lady there?
All right. The common excuses out there is, oh, I cannot do it because I don't have anybody to help me. Some will even say their parents are irresponsible, so they could not help. Some will say our government has failed us in the area of providing a job for for Nigerian youth. But I want to just quickly remind you that it is your life. The life belongs to you. If it come out well, it is still your life. If other way around, it is still your life. I feel whatever you feel like doing, whatever craft you have, whatever talent you have, that you can, put in place that can, fetch you respect, money, and then especially respect. Dabble into it. Start doing it. Because no matter how you go, no matter how you keep waiting for the government, the story will forever remain the same. Government cannot provide for everybody. It is not possible. Then if you are not lucky to get one, you might not get for life if you keep waiting. So try and do something. Try and do something. And for the set of people out there saying school is a scam, education is a scam, going to school is a scam, it is not. It is not. Education will widen your horizon, give you an idea beyond white collar job. It's an opportunity for you to meet countless number of people. Just as I'm sharing my own testimony with you now, I've met great people in Nigeria that normally, if I'm working in a firm or with government, I might not be able to meet them one-on-one. They've called me, they've blessed me, they've tried to support my business, and these are things, doing something different. Since you have education, these are things that will happen to you when you decided to take a bold step for that matter, to do something reasonable. So take a bold step today, start doing something, and you never regret it.
Thank you so much. And we hope that tomorrow you pass on the same blessing that was given to you, to you and to your other community. We love you. Thank you for being there. Bye for now.